Run to Dollar Tree and grab a laundry basket. First, prep the surface by lightly sanding with some steel wool. Next, head outside and give it a fresh coat of black spray paint. Grab some leftover leather straps and start to weave them through the holes, row by row. And just like that, you've got a chic, budget-friendly organizer for hats, scarves, or whatever your needs are.
For this project, I'm going to start with 3 cutting boards that are average size and width that I picked up at my local dollar store. The first thing I want to do for my project is paint my boards. I love the grain on these boards, but they're a little too yellowy for what I want them for, so I'm just going to give them a coat of milk paint. You want to make sure that you do inside the handle if you have a handle, and you want to make sure that you do both sides. I'm not going to worry about it being too opaque because I don't mind if I see some of the wood grain through the paint. I can even take a cloth and wipe a little bit of that back if I want it to be a little bit more of a whitewashed effect. Now that the paint is dry on all 3 of my cutting boards, I'm going to take my sandpaper and I just want to rough up the edge a little bit. I love the look of aged things, so I want to give this just a little bit of that aged feel. To finish off my board before I assemble this, I'm going to use some hemp oil, and hemp oil is food grade safe, but it also makes a wonderful coating for your milk paint or chalk paint. I'm just going to put some on a rag and I'm just going to rub this all over. Even though I won't be eating off of these cutting boards, I do want to protect the paint that I've put on them. And I will just go ahead and rub this on all sides of each of the boards. With all 3 of the boards sanded and oiled, it's ready to assemble my boards together. Now they're going to feel a little oily at first, but that oil will dry up nicely in the next couple of days. So to assemble the boards, I want to work with the back of each of the boards. So I'm going to turn them over here. And I want to make sure that they are all nice and level so that the bottoms are all in the right spot together. And what I'm going to do is take some of these reclaimed hinges that I have. And if you don't have any that you've used before, you can always pick these up at the hardware store. And they're just little piano hinges here. And you want to make sure that this little raised part is on the inside. You don't want to put it in between your boards because it's going to create too much of a gap. And I will measure these out in just a second. So I'm going to make sure, now I have some lines on my board, so I can use those as a way to line up my boards here. And I'm just gonna put these about an inch or so from the top of my line there and an inch or so from the bottom of my line here. Once I have my hinges in place, it's time to add some screws to hold them permanently where they are. So I'm just gonna put these in. So I'm going to start by attaching just the 4 at the bottom and then making sure that I have this exactly level down below before I attach all the rest of the screws. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that that is level. And that is perfect. So I'm going to attach the rest of my screws, and you can see that I've split my wood here a little bit, and that's okay. Once you see the outside, you really don't notice that. And also, I don't mind that. I actually love the more beat up and worn things look. Now that my boards are together, I can slip them into place and cover up this cluttered corner of my kitchen counter. They slide into place so easily, they can be moved easily, and now I can conceal all of that stuff in this corner. It was such a fun and easy project to do, and a great way to use some of these dollar store cutting boards.
Tired of clutter? Here are 6 simple ideas to banish it for good. Let's start with the junk drawer because we all have one. Pull everything out so you can actually see what you're working with here. Add a few small drawer organizers to divide up your space and keep all those little items contained, and then group things loosely by category as you fill it back up. When you find random items that don't belong here, go ahead and put them back where they actually go in the house so you're not packing your drawer with all the random stuff. And now they're so much easier to find what I need. If charging cords are always falling all over the floor and making your space look cluttered, add some of these sticky cord holders to the side of your nightstand. These keep your chargers off the floor and within easy reach, which is so nice when you want to reach for a cord to charge your device. You can pull the cord up when you need it and then tuck it right back down to the side of your nightstand when you're done. This is a really small change that can make such a big visual difference. If your kids' shoes are constantly taking over your entryway, this one's for you. Grab a large basket and make it the official drop spot for shoes when everyone comes home. It keeps everything contained, you're not tripping over piles of sneakers, and this is a really easy system for little kids to follow. If your kitchen drawers are a big mess, pull everything out and wipe the drawer clean first. Then fill it with a few drawer organizers to help compartmentalize your utensils and place everything back neatly. This makes cooking so much easier when you can actually find what you need without digging through a jumbled mess of gadgets, whisks, and servers. I also grabbed this pretty plant pot to hold my most used utensils right next to the stove, which is super functional to have nearby while cooking, and it looks really nice sitting out on the counter. Plus, it freed up a little drawer space too. For toys constantly scattered around the living room, grab a decorative basket and corral everything inside. I put all of my son's superheroes in here. Slide the basket under an end table so the toys are hidden from view, but really still super easy for kids to grab and play with. If you've got keys, backpacks, jackets, and random stuff piling up in the entryway, it's time to make yourself a drop zone. A few wall hooks work wonders for keeping coats and backpacks off the floor, and a decorative bowl is perfect for keys, wallets, sunglasses, and all the little things. When everything has a home, clutter doesn't stand a chance. These small decluttering projects won't take long, but they sure make a big difference in how your home feels. Which one do you need to tackle first?
So let's talk about shoes. And we could use a shoe organizer, but sometimes you don't have a place to hang those. So one of the things I like to use are these shoe containers. You can get them at a lot of stores, including the dollar store, Walmart, a lot of popular chains. You can put your shoes in each of these and then you can stack them, and that helps you consolidate space, and then you can see through them in addition to that to let you know what shoes are inside. Sometimes when we stack things on our shelves, we want them to look a little nicer, and sometimes baskets can be a great way to do that, and they have baskets like these plastic ones at the dollar store. These fabric ones are also from the dollar store. So it's kind of a preference of look and durability. Sometimes I even take the baskets and stack them inside, so I've got the nice durability of the one, but the pretty look of the other. So some things you can hide in your closet and make them look nice is maybe you have some hats. So you can stack your hats if you've got this kind and just lay them in there nicely, and then they're hidden up on the shelves and they're stacked in a nice way. Sometimes we have other kinds of hats, a lot of baseball caps and different shape hats, and one of the things you can do easily is just fold the hat in on itself so the back side is tucked in, and then what you're gonna do is do that to all of your hats. So this is a baseball cap, I just stacked it in. My other hats, and you just stack them together by tucking the back side in within itself. And then what you've got here is a whole stack of them next to each other, and then you can just set them inside the container as well. And then they're all together and they look nice on the shelves. Now these are my leggings. Kids often have cotton pants, different things like this that take up some space in the closet. So I fold them in half and then I roll them up like this. Now you could put them in a drawer, but one thing I found that is hugely space saving is to put them in these baskets on your shelf, and then you just stick them upright so that they're quick grab and go in your basket, and they take up a lot less space this way. And here's what they look like. With just a little bit of organization and a few tips and tricks, you can store a lot more in your closet easily.